I was actually thinking about this the other day of like, I don't know, it's kind of crazy how there's so many Nintendo remnants because of how popular Nintendo has been. I don't know, maybe it's not that crazy. But it wouldn't be too insane to be like, I want to go to Norway and pick up a copy of like Nintendo on the NES. That would be feasible, or it would be possible. And you could do the same thing with like, I'm going to South Africa to pick up a copy of Nintendo. I'm going to, maybe not Brazil. I don't actually know, maybe it is more difficult there. That's like an interesting part also about like archaeology and history. Right? Often when people draw up maps of Celts, like Celtic tribes and people, they connect them all together as one single group. We only know them as the same group because they have similar, like, idols and things. So maybe in 1,000 years, people will find Nintendo games. Aliens will come to this extinct planet and be like, ah yes, the Nintendo culture. You could find Nintendo spread throughout, like,
Oh
oh my
yeah!
god, our little Crumble. I didn't realize it would be that loud. Oh my god. Oh my god, my first ever raid? Oh my god. Hi, I'm blue right now. Hello, hello. My god, that scared me. It was so loud. I was like, oh my god, what did I do? What did I do wrong? Hello, that is my first ever raid on Twitch. Can you believe it? It's the Matthias. It's me. Hi. I have, and they have not, the raiders have witnessed me not embarrass myself. How about that? Ah, look at that cat. I can't get enough of Scuba Cat. Everyone, take a good look. I think we can do that. Because I have beaten the level. Look at that. My god. Like, this is genius 3D modeling. This is the kind of thing that makes me go, you know what, maybe I should be a 3D modeler. Maybe that is my next step. I could be making things like Scuba Cat. I've been playing Control, it's a very fun game. Okay, I've heard a lot about Control. I know very little about it. Except, like, psychic powers? Something like that? Maybe I would like it. I mean, yeah, I'm kind of a psychic guy, and maybe you shouldn't describe yourself that way. Yeah, I'm kind of a dark empath. I'm a guy who has feelings, but I'm kind of messed up. And psychic powers, and the story is more or less about SCPs. It's about like, it's about like a creepypasta horror kind of thing. I've heard that like word over the years, like SCP, and I've never looked into it like once, other than like, here's a creepy guy. It's like a picture of like Jeff the Killer or something like that. I don't know, it's like a photoshopped image of a guy standing in a corner. And you go like, oh my god, it's an SCP. Like, oh yeah, oh, I guess it is. Exactly, I'm a constructed game universe about it. Okay, I mean, I have been getting into horror and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm kind of, I don't know. I've never seen myself as that kind of guy, but now I'm kind of like, I kind of want to play horror games. I see the appeal, I understand it. Actually, but like specifically one thing, I guess, which is I've been obsessed with like Phasmophobia for like 2 years now. And playing that game over and over again, it's just like, it's nulled all my senses to be like, horror means nothing to me anymore. Are not all SCPs horror? Or is it just like, that is the horror element that it's drawing upon, but it's not necessarily horror itself? Horror fades relatively quickly once you get the ability for... Okay, I see how it is. Yeah, once you can just ruin the monster's day, you're like, yeah, this is no biggie. I mean, I feel the same way about Phasmophobia now. It's like, I can go into the basement and meet a ghost. It's not a big deal. Oh, it's, you know, it's a poltergeist. I got salt in the kitchen. I know what to do. You were asleep. Were our eyes open? Oh, but Prince, what? What? He wants to see a Katamari before he goes to bed. What? Are you serious? I'm reading this way too casually. No, this is a Katamari Damacy. We're not that easy. We work hard at rolling, you know? No, not possible. Cannot be done, no. The best. No, not possible. Not at all. Yes, you are very and absolutely right. If anything, we shouldn't play except just before bed, yes? All aboard? Let's make a Katamari. That was not that was not good voice acting. But that is how I would do it. If you hire me, you get what you deserve. Oh, it's just a bunch of texts, basically. Oh, okay. Yeah, I feel like it's like basically reading Wikipedia and going like, holy shit. That's my impression of SCP. What if you read Wikipedia, but every page you went like, oh, oh, oh my god, and then you see, like, you scroll down and you see a man looking at you, and like, oh! You get that also from Wikipedia, I guess, sometimes, but it's mostly one guy asking for donations. Yeah, they literally have a Wikipedia-like page. I think I may have browsed that before. That might be my only exposure to it, because maybe at one point I was looking it up, like, what is an SCP? And I saw that, and I went, okay, I get it. It's Wikipedia. Could we make a creepypasta right now? I was streaming on Twitch, and I was raided by a viewer, but I could not read the letters. I said, thank you for the raid. But as I tried to pronounce the name, my mouth started twitching and turning. Suddenly, someone else was speaking for me. My mind had been raided. Actually, this is pretty good. Write this down. This could be a new page. I was raided. Suddenly, my mouth was asking for donations. Would be too simple. My mouth was speaking on its own, and it was asking for, hey, viewers, by the way, send me your blood in the mail. Here's my address. Here is how you can send blood in the mail, and it would not be any problem. And you can safely use a vial. You can order a vial from Amazon using this link. I started screaming internally. I could not stop. I had to move away from the screen. I don't know if SCPs are just creepypastas. Maybe it is just a descriptor, so it would just be like the Twitch Raider monster. The Twitch Raider monster works by using the connection that a streamer mentally makes when they are too attached to a stream. This can invade the streamer's mind. Like, oh yeah, it kind of makes sense. It's like a connection. Yeah, I guess that's it. What if this connection is actually bad for you? It's like, you know, we could make a bigger statement about, you know, parasocial relationships, potentially, when this turns into like an indie movie. And the director is like, we need a big hit with this. And also it needs to be socially relevant so kids think it's deep. I think Mr. Bones Wild Ride would make a good SCP. I think so. I'm not, that would, for one, that would be an SCP that I would genuinely be interested in reading about and hearing about. And it might actually just be a good one. You could probably turn anything into like a indie horror film. Like, I would be kind of curious to hear about Mr. Bones Wild Ride, but it's made by like an indie director. But the question is, do you make it into a literal theme park? Yeah, you do, because, you know, FNAF is popular. Of course you do. So it's called Mr. Bones Wild Ride, and the film is about, like, maybe you don't meet Mr. Bones in the beginning, but everyone's talking about Mr. Bones, and your assumption, it's about a guy who starts working at this theme park, right? And his assumption is like, oh, Mr. Bones is like a mascot character. It's like the Ronald McDonald. But then all the workers there talk about Mr. Bones, like, you don't want to make Mr. Bones angry, or whatever. Yeah. Drinkwater streamer. I am completely messed up because it should not be doing that for every single redeem. It should not be Yoshi going wow for every single redeem, and I don't know how to turn that off. Why is that? I don't know how to stream. Wow! Please. Please. I had to turn off. I had other redeems, and I had to turn them off because it was just Yoshi going wow. Yeah. Seemed like a gift and a defect. Yeah, maybe.